Imagine standing on the precipice of greatness while staring into the abyss of disaster. This is the tightrope the Golden State Warriors are walking in the 2024 NBA season. They are a team on the edge, teetering between redefining the future of basketball with a revolutionary offensive strategy or collapsing under the weight of their own audacity. For every electrifying three-point barrage and game-changing play, there's a turnover or inconsistency lurking in the shadows, ready to unravel everything. And for someone like Shannon Sharpe, who's seen greatness and calamity up close, watching the Warriors in action feels like holding your breath for 48 minutes straight. Their highs are breathtaking, but their lows could be catastrophic. Take their recent game against the Portland Trail Blazers as an example. It was a showcase of what the Warriors can achieve when firing on all cylinders and a stark reminder of how fragile their success is. Steph Curry, the undisputed leader of this squad, played limited minutes but delivered a masterclass in efficiency. His 17 points weren't just numbers on a box score, they were statements of intent. Curry, as Shannon Sharpe often points out, doesn't merely take shots, he orchestrates. His presence bends defenses, creates space, and elevates teammates to levels they might not reach otherwise. It's an artistry that makes you wonder, how does he do it every time? And yet, even Curry's brilliance wasn't the sole headline of the night. Enter Buddy Hield, the newest weapon in Golden State's arsenal. In just 15 minutes, Hield unleashed a staggering 22 points, a performance so electric it left fans and analysts alike buzzing. Shannon Sharpe couldn't hide his amazement as he dissected Hield's shooting. Hield's ability to sink nearly half his three-point attempts this season has filled a void that many thought only Klay Thompson could occupy. His lightning-fast release and deadly accuracy have transformed him into one of the league's most dangerous perimeter threats. With Curry and Hield on the floor, the Warriors possess a firepower that can overwhelm defenses in seconds.
Points. Tennessee has 9 rebounds while sitting out the entire fourth quarter. Man, y'all let Steph get that rebound. Nah, because see what happened? You remember, they put Chris Godwin back in a meaningless game. Now he gone for the season. Buddy Hield had 22 points in just 15 minutes. That's one thing. My buddy. Oh, he get hot. Now. He can let it.
Buddy can shoot now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But as thrilling as this offense is, it's not without its flaws. The Warriors' reliance on three-point shooting is as much a gamble as it is a strategy. They've built their identity on volume, averaging a league-high 46.8 attempts per game and converting an impressive 40% of them. Yet this approach leaves them vulnerable, especially against teams with a more balanced attack. Historical powerhouses like the Lakers and Spurs thrived on versatility and defensive grit, qualities that seem almost alien to Golden State's current philosophy. Shannon Sharpe, ever the analyst, has warned that without a strong defensive backbone, even the most prolific offense can crumble. The cracks in the Warriors' armor are already visible. Turnovers, a persistent Achilles heel, continue to plague this team. Against the Blazers, they committed 17 turnovers, a statistic that should set off alarm bells. It's easy to overlook these mistakes when you're scoring at a high clip, but as Sharpe aptly puts it, turnovers are game changers. They don't just cost possessions, they shift momentum and expose vulnerabilities. Against tougher opponents, like the Boston Celtics or Milwaukee Bucks, such lapses could be fatal. These teams combine sharp shooting with physicality, exploiting Golden State's weaknesses in ways that could derail their championship aspirations. Then there's Andrew Wiggins, a player who embodies the Warriors' roller coaster season. On his best nights, Wiggins is a revelation, a two-way force capable of dominating on both ends of the court. His 20-point performance against Portland was a reminder of what he can bring to the table. But as Shannon Sharpe has noted, Wiggins' inconsistency is a glaring issue. He's a player of immense potential, yet his highs are too often followed by perplexing lows. For a team with championship ambitions, this unpredictability is a risk they can ill afford. Wiggins' fluctuations don't just affect his own stats, they ripple through the entire team, disrupting the delicate balance Golden State relies on. While the Warriors' veterans like Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson, when healthy, provide stability, it's the younger players who hold the key to this season. Names like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Trayce Jackson-Davis are becoming increasingly important. Kuminga and Moody, in particular, have shown flashes of brilliance, but consistency remains their biggest challenge. Jackson-Davis, meanwhile, is carving out a niche with his rebounding and defensive instincts. These players are the future of the Warriors, but they're also the present, a present that demands they step up in ways that might feel premature. Shannon Sharpe has been particularly vocal about the importance of depth in the Warriors' rotation. He's praised the contributions of players like Gary Payton II, whose defensive tenacity and hustle play are invaluable in high-stakes games. Payton doesn't just fill gaps, he creates opportunities, whether it's through a timely steal or a crucial rebound. Yet even with these bright spots, the Warriors' reliance on their bench underscores the precariousness of their position. Depth can win games in the regular season, but in the playoffs, it's stars who make the difference. The question then becomes, can the Warriors' stars deliver under pressure? Steph Curry's track record suggests he can, but what about the rest? Can Buddy Hield maintain his scorching form in a 7-game series? Can Andrew Wiggins shed his inconsistency when it matters most? And can the younger players rise to the occasion on the NBA's biggest stage? These are the questions that will define Golden State's season. Shannon Sharpe has often drawn comparisons between basketball and other sports, emphasizing the universal importance of fundamentals. In football, turnovers kill drives. In baseball, errors give opponents extra chances. In basketball, it's no different. Mistakes, whether they're turnovers, missed defensive assignments, or poor shot selection, can swing games and ultimately seasons. The Warriors' high-octane offense is exhilarating, but it's also high risk. Their margin for error is razor-thin, a reality that becomes starkly apparent in games where the three-point shots aren't falling. This brings us to the broader context of the NBA in 2024. The league is as competitive as it's ever been, with teams like the Celtics, Bucks, and Denver Nuggets combining skill, strategy, and physicality in ways that test every opponent. For the Warriors, this means their revolutionary offense will face its toughest tests yet. Shannon Sharpe, always the realist, has pointed out that innovation alone isn't enough. To win championships, you need resilience, discipline, and the ability to adapt. The Warriors have the talent and the coaching, but do they have the grit? As the season unfolds, the Warriors will continue to captivate and confound in equal measure. Their games are must-watch events, filled with moments of jaw-dropping brilliance and head-scratching mistakes. They're a team that embodies the highs and lows of professional sports, a roller coaster that leaves you exhilarated and exhausted. For Shannon Sharpe and the rest of us, watching this team is an exercise in suspense. Will they soar to new heights or crash under the weight of their own expectations? The Golden State Warriors are not just playing basketball, they're challenging the very idea of what a basketball team can be. They're pushing boundaries, redefining strategies, and testing the limits of what's possible. It's a journey filled with risks, but also immense rewards. As Shannon Sharpe has said, greatness is never easy. It's earned, not given. For the Warriors, this season is about more than wins and losses. It's about legacy, innovation, and proving that they can rise above the chaos to claim their place in history. As fans, we're lucky to witness it all. But as Shannon Sharpe would remind us, basketball, like life, is unpredictable, and that's what makes it beautiful. The Golden State Warriors are rewriting the rules of the game, and the world is watching. From Steph Curry's brilliance to Buddy Hield's explosive scoring, this team is a blend of genius and gamble. But can they sustain it? Will their nuclear offense lead them to glory, or will their flaws be their undoing? Only time will tell. Stay tuned, basketball fans, because this season promises to be one for the ages. And don't forget, if you're as hooked on the Warriors' journey as we are, like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the most thrilling stories in sports. See you in the next one.